Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Raul. I'm currently in San Antonio. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put out the podcast today. But I did want to put this video out just to let everybody know what's going on. I'm at the Ha Festival in San Antonio. They got me in this nice hotel downtown. It's like a Latino festival. I think they had one 10 years ago, or the last one they had was 10 years ago, and it ran for a while, but then they stopped doing it. And I guess they're trying to revamp it. I guess redo it with new comics. And I did the first show of the festival, or my first show of the festival yesterday at the Laugh Out Loud here in San Antonio. Man, it was pretty dope. We had 300 people in the club. They came out to watch the festival, right? It was awesome, man. I had a great time. I made some people, man. I met some people that that travel all the way from California, man, just to come out to the festival and say hi, man. That was pretty awesome, man. Shout out to Robert Gutierrez and Jennifer Corona, who showed up, man. They drove all the way from California to catch the show, and they got there right at 7:30 when it was starting. And I got to meet them afterwards, man. They were really cool, really nice people. I appreciate them so much, man. Apparently, they were saying there's a lot of people in California that, wondering when I'm coming out there. Hopefully soon, man. I guess what keeps it is because I tried doing my own thing, right? This is the reason why I don't go out. Also don't want to risk, because I had this video that went viral. It was on Facebook, right? Because all the veterans started sharing it and saying, this guy's a veteran, check this thing out. And it went viral, and to the point where we were having I think we had 7 or 8 million views, but it was on Facebook. So, I don't think you can monetize a video on Facebook the way you can in YouTube, or at least I didn't know at the time. This was I want to say 3 years ago, right before I moved to New York. And so I tried to do a show where I was gonna video. I don't know. I was trying to test out are people actually coming out? Dude, it was only my only if it weren't for my friends from high school showing up, I probably would have felt really bad, because there weren't that many people from. But also I didn't advertise it because I suck at social media, and I don't like it either. But I'm gonna force myself to like it. I'm gonna try to make it a habit, right? The reason I couldn't, I haven't, I'm not gonna be putting out the podcast today is because I have this whole past week, man. I've been stressing out the festival. I just wanted to do a good job, man. I wanted to, be asked to come back, especially because I know that it's here in my hometown. It's such an awesome thing. They put me up in this hotel, and they paid for my flight out here. Picks us up in cars and shit. So I couldn't say no. I really don't care about doing festivals anymore, but the fact that it was back home, and also it was kind of like a Latino festival, kind of recognizing Hispanic or whatever the fuck they call them, Latinx. So this is where I am right now. I'm in San Antonio. I got 2 more shows. One tonight at the Empire Theater, and another one on Sunday. I forgot what the name of that joint is, but I'm doing that one too. And I'm supposed to fly out on Monday, but I've been talking to some family and friends. I think I'm just gonna stay a little bit longer. Drive my car back up to New York. Finally have it out there in case I get some gigs. I can, cause I just hate taking the bus and all that shit, man, to Long Island, leaving the city. it's actually not that expensive, but it's just a fucking hassle, especially coming back. Like the show ended like at 11:30 in Long Island, and I still got to take the railroad back to the city. So that kind of sucks. I'm driving my car back, and see if that makes it easier for me to do these gigs, because I certainly don't like waiting on a platform, dude, at at 1 in the morning, waiting in Long Island for the Long Island Railroad, and it's like 35 degrees outside, and you just stand, and it's all elevated, so like the wind's just blasting you right in the face. Yeah, so fuck that noise, right? So I'm taking my car. I'm watching the XFL, Tampa Bay and Houston. Anyway, hey, God bless him. I hope it works out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, what the fuck was the point of me doing this anyway? I think just, I guess just to explain why there's no podcast. I've been stressing out. Yeah, that's what it was. I've been stressing out this whole week, you know, going over my set, you know, trying to do well and trying to pick the right set, I guess. And yeah, just basically barricading myself in my room here, and then, you know, I go see my mom and dad, my girlfriend, my friends. Hung out with my buddies here, George and Kabaza, the guys from the Willful Ignorance podcast. I fucking love those guys. And I just, after the show last night, we just got drunk. I got drunk, I should say. I got drunk, and then we just hung out like all night, like till 3:30, and then finally I left. And yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun so far, and I hope they have me back, man. It's been a lot of fun. I've actually and there's another. It was a brother. A guy and his brother, and I think his brother was in the Marine Corps. They came out after the show. You know, I think they're from Kansas. I forgot their names, man. I really did. Sorry, guys, but hey, best of luck, man. Go kick some ass, do the right thing, right? I got to see my first sergeant from ROTC in high school. That was pretty crazy. He went to go see the show as well, man. I got to see actually people actually one of the fucking dudes in the lobby here recognized me, and I thought he was part of the festival. And he was like, "Hey, you're Raul Sanchez." I was like, "Oh yeah." And I asked him something about the festival, and he's like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I work here." And but he said, "I've seen you, man, and I like your stuff." And he said like an old joke that I did on the first album. That was pretty cool, man. I didn't expect to meet that many people that I didn't know, saying that they dig the shit. And yeah, dude, that was very motivating. I really want to just start writing again, man, like I used to. Spend more time here in San Antonio in Texas, trying to write the material. I feel like that's how I wrote all the stuff that I like. I wrote it here, you know, just doing regular open mics and just doing little showcases in Austin, you know, try to see if the smart people like it, right? All the sensitive smart people like it. And then come back to San Antonio and see these rowdy motherfuckers like it too. So I think if you can make people in Austin and San Antonio laugh with a joke, I feel like it's a really strong joke. And that's one thing that I do miss about not being in Texas, is the fact that I could do that. You know, Austin's just an hour away. You know, and when I lived in Austin, you know, same thing. I would drive down here. I would try a bit over there, and then if it worked out well over there, I was like, I gotta go try it in San Antonio, because Austin Austin is an awesome place to do comedy, but it can spoil you a little bit because the crowds are so supportive, and of the arts in general, and certainly stand up too. So they're already like, and San Antonio's a little more blue collar, and they kind of look at you like, you better be funny, bro. I don't, and it's fine if you're clever, but that shit better be funny, man. Number one. And I feel like in Austin, they're like, oh man, as long as you're just doing your best, expressing yourself. Yeah, they're great, man. But that's what I miss about being here in Texas, is being able to work on material and sharpen it up. Such a unique way, being able to like measure it with two different tools, two very different cities, and I think I don't know, man. My dream is to one day be able to book shows around the country and just work out of my hometown here in San Antonio, man. I would love nothing more than that. So, yeah, just gonna keep chugging along, keep writing. That's definitely, and I definitely need to step up my writing because as far as like getting more different material, because I just. Honestly, when I put that the material that I'm putting out now, the second hour, honestly, I didn't even know why. I was sort of like in New York, only getting spots at Dangerfields, which is nice, It's great to have a stage, but it's just not enough, And it's competitive, and you also gotta. I'm not social. That's the thing about a lot of people don't know about this comedy, the business aspect of comedy. It's not just enough to be funny. You also gotta be social and not an emotional retard like me, or social imbecile as I am. I can't stand like when you like. Not kiss up to people in the industry, but chat them up and present yourself as a likable person. I wish I could do that, man, and I'm trying to get better. I just started getting better at talking to the audience after the show, man, because I used to be like, when I would do shows at Cap City, man, I was notorious for like, as soon as I was done with my set, I just went into the green room and I waited till everybody left. So then I could go outside and smoke or have a drink. But I've gotten better about that. I've actually gotten a lot better about that. The whole chatting people up, like, club managers and club bookers and just hanging out, in general. I'm terrible at that, and I still got to work on that. But I think I'd rather work on being more social with I hate saying the word fans, with the crowd afterwards, like just I want to get better at that, because I just don't I don't know what it is, man. And it's not like I don't like people. I like people, and I like talking to people. But sometimes you just I don't know, maybe it's just a psychological thing, you think like, is this person like expecting me to be interesting right now or funny? I feel like I'm not funny in real life, And I don't know how to chit chat, man. I don't know how small chit. The people that I get along with the best is no, I shouldn't say this, and then people are gonna start revealing shit about themselves to me. But I think my point is, I think I'd rather have a real conversation with somebody than just go like, oh, the weather's really crazy outside, right? How long have you guys been together? Just being like an actual conversation, like, oh, what's up, man? Like the couple that came last night, man, Robert and Jennifer. They were really cool. We just hung out, after the show. The second show started. I was already done. We just went outside and we just kind of hung out and just talked, man. And it was like a genuinely interesting conversation, because the dude said, man, this is like my birthday present. Like, we drove all the way from California just to come out and see you, and we got here at 7:30. He goes, if you go to my car right now, my bags are still in my car, bro. I was like, damn, dude, that's crazy. So it's pretty awesome, man, meeting them. It's just such a interesting thing, man. And yeah, so I'm hoping to I'm hoping that you know, to get better at that. And I gotta think really hard what I want to do next to you know, to get this, because working on material in New York sucks ass if you're not in like a lot of clubs, you know, because you, and then trying to get in there, you can't even work on, I feel like I can't work on stuff, you know, new stuff. I feel like I have to always kill because I'm always afraid they're gonna kick me out and be like, you don't work here anymore, man. But yeah, that's another thing. I want to start working on the third set, because I don't want to just go out and, that's another thing. I mean, I don't want to go out and just do the same stuff that's already online. Which, by the way, I'm doing mostly old stuff at the festival, which is why I didn't tell anybody, you know, because I know pretty much all my material is online now. So I'm currently starting to work on the new stuff, you know, stuff that people haven't seen, and I want to be able to, when the time comes, and I do hope it's sooner than later, that I can go out and tour and go see the people that want to see me, and not have just a bunch of shit you've already seen, you know, and have that cool news, and obviously, you know, you know, what do they say, play the hits. Sometimes one time people got mad at me because like, you didn't do that thing about the army, what the fuck. I was like, oh, sorry, man. This is when I was working on the second one. I was like, I thought you guys didn't want to hear that shit anymore. And conversely, I had a couple one time come after me after a show, and they were like, we're so glad you did different stuff, man, because we went to go see this guy that we had seen a while back. I went to see it, and it was the exact same thing, right? And sometimes it's just you have to, because you just finished putting out your stuff, and you're just working on the new hour, and you just go back to a place that's seen you before, and it's mostly the same stuff, right? And I don't want that to be the case, you know. I rather people go see, it was like, whoa, his new stuff sucks, than people be upset because they're like, he did the same shit. So that's tricky, right? Some people want to hear certain ones. It was like you tell them, yeah, but it's online, and they're like, yeah, but I want to hear it live, man. And I brought my buddy. I want to enjoy it with, you know, or my girl. I want to enjoy it with her. So it's kind of like, but I rather have a lot of new material just in case, you know, people, you know, you could feel the laughter die out when people recognize a bit. You know, it doesn't pop as hard as when it hits them with a full element of surprise. There's a lot of things, man. Comedy, surprise, the surprise element of comedy is very underrated. Very underrated. The surprise element, which is why, you know, you can hear a song forever, but a joke you can only hear it so many times before you just listen to it like stone faced. Right, it doesn't even affect you anymore. Where at one point it used to make you fold over laughing, holding your gut. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. I wanna keep doing this stuff. I'm gonna start working on. I gotta develop a plan of how I want to do this, because I do want to go out to like California, you know, so people like Robert and Jennifer aren't driving 100 miles an hour so they can make a show in Texas. I want to do that, you know. So, oh yeah, and like the thing that I have bad ADD. I don't even know how I got off of this, but I was gonna say about, yeah, that's the thing that scared me is when that video went viral and we had the show, there wasn't as many people as were coming out on commenting on the video that got like the 7 or 8 million views on Facebook. And after that, I was like, oh shit, like this thing is not even real. You know, it's just people saying we want to see you, but they don't come out when you tell them. But also, I do remember I didn't advertise it for that long. I just sort of I think I put it on my social media about like a week before, and so it's kind of hard to make plans, especially if you got kids and shit. But yeah, so maybe one day, from what it's looking like, we kind of don't need the industry anymore in stand-up, which is one of the reasons to move to LA or New York, to go get a booking agency. A booking agency can get you around the country doing the comedy clubs, man, and people can come out to see you. But there's also the other way, which is to just go around the industry and establish your own fan base, I guess, and your own following, I should say, and just doing everything yourself. The only thing is, I gotta gather some money to take a shot. I want to take a shot at maybe go to a town here in Texas. Maybe somehow book my own venue and then just test it out. See if people will come out. But I want to have like the money to invest in it, going over there, getting hotel and stuff like that. That way, I do all that and 2 people show up, right? I can already go like, all right, well, I was counting on that money not being able to duplicate itself, or not counting on it, but I'm ready for it, to take it right on the chin, because I don't want to be like, all right, I'm booking a show in fucking San Diego, and I'm gonna go there, and then I invest on flying or driving out there, and then I get a hotel, and like I said, nobody shows up, so I end up losing money. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing, before the year's over, I'm gonna start maybe here in Texas first. Maybe I'll get some of my friends to help me go out there, and yeah, I guess I'll keep posting. Maybe I should do more of these, right, by myself, and just talking shit. But yeah, I don't know if I should just wait till. I think I just wait till next Saturday to put out the podcast that we just did, that me and Pat just did. That was a funny one. It was fun. It was fun as fuck. I should say that much. It was a lot of fun for me, and I want to put that one out because I was just listening to it earlier. But I got to start getting ready for the Empire showcase tonight. I got to go over my set, and I got to eat. So I'm gonna be doing that, and then I also got to get ready for Sunday. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait till next Saturday to put out this next podcast, and on top of that, I think I got 2 or 3 other ones we did that I can keep putting out, because I'm gonna be here for a couple of weeks. Like I said, I think I'm leaning more towards definitely staying a couple of weeks and then driving my car back. So at least I'll have the podcasting, can keep going, even though me and Pat are, he's back in New York and I'm over here. And then by the time I get back, we'll have put out the last one that we recorded, and then we can just pick right back up as soon as I get back. And yeah, man. So, cool, right? Good talk. Thank you guys again for all the cool stuff that you say, and listening to the podcast, and just watching us be idiots, right? Somebody have some hilarious fucking. Somebody had the name Battle Pope. Fucking awesome. But I'm thinking, I don't know if he meant something else, but in my head it was like Battle Pope, like a pope that goes in, because I think in history the people. I'm gonna fucking bore you, man. I'll tell you later. Anyway, thank you guys for everything. I'll talk to you, and maybe I'll see you around. And if I do see you around, hey, thanks in advance, man. Appreciate you guys so much, and let's go get this money, man. Y'all take it easy. Bye.